Can you share your tips about resiliency, never giving up, and finding purpose? I am by no means an expert in this area, but I have had my fair share of stress, anxiety, defeat, and hopelessness. And I'm happy to report that I have overcome very dark times in my life and happy to share what worked for me. The top three tips about resiliency that I can share are: number one, adjust your expectations of yourself. We often hold ourselves to the highest standards and expect perfection. This expectation results in needing to deal with far too many failures because we are human. We are not perfect. It is important to adjust our expectations of ourselves based on our priorities. For example, if I've landed a new job and it is my priority to shorten the learning curve and spend more time focusing on work, then expecting myself to continue to follow my outside of work activities, just as I had before, be it family time, going to the gym, a social life, it will only result in a feeling of defeat or failure because I will simply not be able to do both. Giving yourself the permission to choose what you prioritize and expect of yourself as a result will allow you to feel more in control, more successful, and more fulfilled. The next key tip is to allow yourself to feel your feelings even when they are not happy feelings. Allow yourself to feel sad or angry or defeated or feel like you want to give up, because feeling these feelings allows you to process and get over them. The key is to give yourself a deadline. Depending on the significance of the situation or the available time, this could be 10 minutes or 2 days. But then you need to stop feeling as primary activity and start planning or problem solving or whatever else you need to do to move forward. The third tip is to learn to put things into perspective. This is really something that should be done in parallel with the first two tips, and it comes down to being able to step out of the situation or moment and look at it from the outside. The way I do this is to visualize a string that represents my lifeline. Then I try to put any struggle or event or problem into perspective in terms of how big of a knot it is on my lifeline, as well as how significant are the ripples that are created from it. Many things can seem significant when you are stuck in the moment, but when you put them into perspective, you realize that as bad as they may seem currently, they really are not that significant. In terms of finding your purpose, my only tip is to listen to your inner voice and create opportunities to allow yourself to have experiences that feel fulfilling and positive. Your purpose is different than your career goals, your financial goals, your short-term goals. And for some people, it is hard to identify and or articulate what your purpose is. So don't ask yourself this question and expect an answer. Instead, pay attention and listen to your inner voice and how you feel as you go about living your life. You will start to notice there are things you do or situations you are in, interactions that you have, that result in a feeling of fulfillment. You get energy from them. Your inner voice is positive and wants to do more. So then you give yourself more chances to have similar experiences. And you fine-tune and pinpoint what is about this experience that creates this positive feeling of fulfillment and energy. Before you know it, you have found your purpose. Good luck.